Okay, so our printer is on. The printer has spit out its 4 pieces of paper, and now we're going to set up the iPad here. We're going to turn on Wi-Fi, and we're going to look for the wireless connect module, which is our wireless device, which will allow us to connect to the printer. There's the DNP WCM. That's one of the ones that we use. So we'll connect to that. Great, it says it's connected. We'll go out, and now we will go to Wi-Fi booth. So we'll start over on Wi-Fi booth here. Just gonna close it out so we can have a fresh one. Start with Wi-Fi booth. Scan down on the events here all the way to the bottom. Choose the newest one. That'll be the one for your day. And then we're going to go up here and we're going to connect to the camera. We're going to try to connect to our camera here. Turn on our camera. Press the little button on the back. The button that I'm referring to is this little button here, the screen button, and that usually connects the camera. And as you see, we have our nice DSLR camera now connected. And now we go to printer, and we will press print and connect to printer. Then AirPrint. Looking for our printer. So we have the RX 6x2x2. For this specific printer, that's the one we want. We want that it's printing 2 2x6s. Just select that one, and then we will take 3 photos. See, I'm sharpening it to make sure the image is nice and sharp on the iPad there. Camera, you can also press this flash button if it's getting dark at night. Here we're going to select an email address or have the clients input their email address. Send that off. They can choose up to 4 strips. 2 strips is the standard. Printing those, and the email or text will be sent later. So now it's going to send over those strips there. They should print on our printer over here. As you see, I've got the photo catcher on the front there. And it prints the 2 strips. Like so. If anything were to go wrong with that process, see our videos on troubleshooting. Sometimes it's the wireless connect module. You might need to reset that. Sometimes the printer will be giving an error. If it says error or paper or ribbon, one of those might be off. You might just want to turn it off and then pull everything out and put things back in the standard process of starting the printer over again, and that usually will fix the issue. And I will show you another process here. If we go out, so if there's a problem with the camera, it's not connecting, you want to check the USB connections both here on the USB on this device. Here, connect that connection, check the connection up to on the camera itself as well, the USB connection up there. And then make sure it's on auto, turn the camera on and off. If that's not working, and it's still not connecting here to camera saying Canon EOS Rebel T6, in last resort, just go to device and use the iPad camera. It'll be a little bit different zoom, and you'll have to maybe adjust the distance to the backdrop, but it'll always work with the iPad camera, and the quality is not that much less. The DSLR camera is nice, but if in the last resort, you can go to the iPad. But going to camera, it should look for it. Looking for the DSLR at this point, and it says it could not connect to it, so let's do some troubleshooting here. Great. So at that point, I'm going to come to the back and I'm going to press the scene select button. That's not doing anything, so I'm going to press off on the camera, turn it back on, and press that little viewfinder button, and it found it. So again, that button is this little viewfinder button right here. Not sure if you can see that. Right there. This button. Press that, goes to the viewfinder, and then it generally connects to the camera, as we saw. Fantastic. So that was troubleshooting the camera. If the printer is not connecting here, then you would most likely want to go out and go to settings and see if the wireless connect module got disconnected. Sometimes a wireless network will have popped up there and grabbed the Wi-Fi. You'll want to forget that network and select the DMP WCM again. At last resort, if it isn't working, there's this should have a logo down here, but this is the 192.168.4.1. Here's our printer queue. So we can, if there's something wrong, we can probably just delete this printer queue. Delete all the things in the printer queue, and that might fix the problem with the printer as well. Then go back out, back here, reconnect to it, and try again. Looks like it's struggling to find a camera at the moment, so let's see how it worked this time. Looking for camera. Once again, press that little viewfinder button. Viewfinder's not doing anything, so I'm going to turn it off and back on, and then press the viewfinder button. Viewfinder button is looking now, so then it should find it. Yes, it did. And here we have DSLR quality. Very good. And again, you can always tell up here on the right hand, this thing, if there's a problem with the connection to the WCM module, a problem with the connection to the camera, or a problem with the printer. So that would be red. Any of those would be red if there's a problem there. Otherwise, we should be good.